Beloved friend, welcome. I want to begin today by reminding you of something powerful. You are not here by accident. The very fact that you are listening to this message is a divine sign that heaven is speaking directly to you. God has been orchestrating details behind the scenes of your life, preparing blessings, connections, and even relationships in ways you may not have realized. Angels are whispering to you today with a message of reassurance that your prayers have not gone unheard and that a beautiful alignment is already unfolding. Right now, it has become difficult for us to run our Christian motivation ministry due to the lack of any income to support it. We kindly ask if you feel moved to contribute whatever you can, whether it's $5, $10, $20, or any amount you have. You can send your support through the Binance deposit address provided in the description below. Doesn't that stir your spirit? To know that your connection isn't based on chance or coincidence, but on divine orchestration. God is preparing an atmosphere of service, love, and generosity, and it is there, in that space of giving, that your hearts will meet. When we open the scriptures, we see how God has always used divine assignments as the place of holy encounters. Think of Ruth and Boaz. Ruth wasn't looking for a husband. She was faithfully working in the field, gleaning what she could to survive and serve her family. But in that very place of labor, kindness, and humility, Boaz noticed her. It was not just about romance, it was about purpose. Ruth was aligned with destiny, and in her faithful work, God led her into love. Ruth 2:2-11, the same truth applies to you. Angels are guiding your steps to a place where love and purpose collide. And your soulmate, the one who has been entrusted with great resources, wealth, and vision, is using what God has blessed them with to impact lives through a charitable project. This isn't just about money, it's about heart. It's about compassion. It's about using blessings to bless others. And it is there, in that sacred environment of giving, that your spirits will recognize each other. Beloved, let me remind you of the words in Proverbs 18:16. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. This is not only about material gifts, but about the gift of service, the gift of kindness, and the gift of love. As you walk in your calling, sow seeds of compassion, and align with God's heart, you are being ushered into divine connections, even the one who will stand by your side as your soulmate. Maybe you've been waiting for a long time. Maybe you've wondered why love has felt delayed, or why it seems like everyone else is finding their person while you've been left praying in silence. Hear this with your spirit. Your waiting has not been in vain. Your patience has been preparing you. Your faith has been sowing seeds in the unseen. And now the angels say, you are stepping closer to the fulfillment of God's promise. This soulmate of yours is not an ordinary person. Their story is unique. They have walked through battles, victories, and lessons that have shaped them into someone who carries both power and humility. Though they may carry the title of billionaire, what truly defines them is not their wealth, but their heart. They are a giver. They are someone who longs to see others uplifted, healed, and restored. And that is why their charity project is so significant. It is not just a program, it is a place of destiny. Think about it. How fitting is it that love will blossom in a place of service? How powerful is it that God would allow two hearts to meet, not in vanity, not in shallow circumstances, but in the very act of pouring out love to others? This is the kind of union heaven ordains, one built on compassion, mission, and shared purpose. Beloved, let me encourage you today. Keep walking faithfully in your own journey of service. Whether you are helping in your community, encouraging others, praying for those in need, or simply being a light in your family, do not underestimate the power of your giving heart. Galatians 6:9 reminds us, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Yes, at the proper time. That is God's word for you. There is a proper time for everything. A proper time for sowing, a proper time for waiting, and a proper time for reaping. And your time of reaping includes not only blessings of provision, but also blessings of love. I want you to imagine for a moment what this meeting will look like. Picture yourself stepping into a space where people are gathered, maybe for a fundraiser, maybe for an outreach, maybe for a project that is helping those in need. Your heart is already moved by the spirit of giving. And there, in that environment, you notice someone. Or perhaps they notice you. There's a recognition, not just of physical attraction, but of spirit. Something inside you whispers, "This is different. This is divine." And the angels affirm it. They affirm that this connection has been written into your story from the very beginning. It is not a random encounter. It is the fulfillment of prayers, the answering of longing, the revealing of God's perfect timing. Let me remind you also of Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. That includes your love story. That includes your union. That includes this sacred meeting in a place you may least expect, yet one that has been appointed by God. Now you may be wondering, but how will I get there? How will I know the place? How will I know the person? Beloved, you don't need to force it. You don't need to chase after signs or worry that you might miss it. When God is the author of your story, He makes the introductions, He aligns the steps. He ensures that what belongs to you cannot pass you by. Angels are already working behind the scenes to position you at the right place, at the right time, with the right person. Your responsibility is simply to stay faithful, stay prayerful, stay open-hearted, continue to walk in love, continue to serve, and continue to trust. For when the time comes, it will feel natural, peaceful, and undeniable. This person, your billionaire soulmate, may have already been praying for you, even without knowing your name. They have been asking God to send someone who understands their heart, not just their wealth. Someone who sees beyond the fame, the title, the status, and sees the soul within. And beloved, that someone is you. Think of Genesis 2:18, where God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." This truth still stands today. God is bringing together suitable partners, ones who complement each other, strengthen each other, and walk in unity. And your angels are declaring that this charity project, this mission of compassion, will be the ground where that suitability is revealed. Perhaps you've had relationships in the past that left you wounded, disappointed, or doubting if true love even exists. But God is reminding you today that He restores, He heals. He writes stories that are better than anything we could write for ourselves. Psalm 126:5 says, "Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy." Your tears have not been wasted. Your prayers have not been forgotten. You are about to reap joy, not just in your heart, but in your love life as well. Beloved, can you feel the hope rising within you as you hear this? That's because your spirit knows it's true. Your heart recognizes the whisper of heaven. This is not just a fantasy or a dream. This is alignment. This is destiny. This is God's faithfulness manifesting in your life. So I encourage you, even as you wait for this meeting to unfold, to prepare your heart. Pray for your soulmate. Pray for the charity project. Pray for the timing and the alignment. Begin to thank God in advance, because gratitude is a powerful key that unlocks doors. Philippians 4:6 reminds us, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And as you do this, peace will cover you, joy will sustain you, hope will anchor you. And before long, the very thing you have been praying for will walk right into your life, as natural and beautiful as the rising of the sun." Beloved, your angels are smiling over you right now. They are rejoicing because they see what you cannot yet see. They know that your future is filled with love, filled with purpose, and filled with divine alignment. Hold on to this truth. Let it carry you through the days of waiting. And remember, your meeting place is not random. It is sacred. It is purposeful. It is heaven-appointed. Now, as we close this message, I want to invite you to respond in faith. If this word has touched your heart, if you feel the stirring of hope within you, then take a moment to declare your agreement. Like this video to affirm your belief. Leave a comment with a phrase of faith, perhaps, "I believe God is aligning my love story," or "My divine meeting place is near." Let your words be a testimony of your expectation. And don't forget to subscribe so you can stay connected to more messages of hope, encouragement, and divine revelation. Right now, it has become difficult for us to run our ministry due to the lack of any income to support it. We kindly ask, if you feel moved, to contribute whatever you can, whether it's $5, $10, $20, or any amount you have. You can send your support through the Binance deposit address provided in the description below.